Hello YouTube. Today I'm just going to do a quick build review, or rather a quick build presentation and put some gameplay of it just afterwards. So it's a bit of a silly build. The main point of it is not to be the best in slot. I usually work on providing best in slot builds. This is not one of them, but I actually had a lot of fun playing it, despite it being suboptimal. I true soloed ballistic engine with it this morning, and it felt good. It felt pretty good. Again, not the strongest by any means, but it allows you to play your good old Instigator bolt carb. So, as a matter of fact, I am going to run the damage variant that has less ammo, because I had zero ammo issues with it on the ammo variant. I'm thinking I can try and maybe be a bit ambitious in terms of, what it does. I'm not too sure actually whether the headshot multiplier makes more sense. I'll go on the damage variant, I think. So the build here is going to be pretty straightforward. We're on block break. Helps a lot into melee warriors, surprisingly underrated, I think, or at least I've underrated it before. But it's not a bad perk. It's not going to be the best, but it's pretty good. We're not running the melee damage because we are on the balance knife. So we're actually not going to be doing that much melee except into Minoris. Now we are running here the reloading while having low ammo increases melee damage. You could also run a high capacity as an alternative. I wouldn't recommend Vantage Point, you'll ever proc it, but one or the other is fine. Of course, the carbine perk, which makes sense. Squad renewal, purification, targeted shot, because again we're on a balanced weapon, doesn't really make much sense to stack for tactical ambush. And I'm going to be running persistence. The build would be better with lingering concealment, especially with full cancelling, but full cancelling is kind of boring, so we're not going to do that. And we're going to run pattern of excellence. Why? Because this build is basically Grenadier sniper. You will consistently proc it at a speed that you maybe haven't seen too much before, and you'll see why in a minute. So, with that said, let's jump into an absolute. Alright, so, hopping in, I chose the cap because it's a quick one, it's a quick run. We get a boss fight at the end that hopefully I can play without a block weapon. I'm not actually sure about that. The main reason for me, toying around with this build is because I have been working with block weapons since 9.0 drop, and I also wanted to do some more testing with balance to see. Alright, so the whole point of the build is going to be this. Alright, spend my grenades because why not? And one back. Parry, and we get one gun strike already, and a kill. Alright, one. So what we do is basically just that, right? We get a parry, headshot, gun strike, and we rinse repeat. Like this, aim down sight, headshot, gun strike, and kill. And that is going to be our gameplay loop. And you see, we spent 2 grenades at the start. We already have 2 back. Oh, sorry, we spent 3 grenades and we already have 2 back. In one extended melee fight. It's not an incredible build, but it's pretty fun. Now, right now we have frags, and frags don't give us great value. They're super good into Minoris, but honestly, Minoris aren't going to be much of a problem. What we do want to have is cracks. Okay, can I actually force the combo? We kinda don't care about call for reinforcements here. For the most part, we'll just deal with them as they come by. go. Grab the ammo, it's free. I should be spending some grenades here. Don't know where this guy went. Might as well triple frag him. We get bonus damage after Gunstrike. I forgot to show the prestige perks, but if you take a look at the list, we get some bonus damage after Gunstrike. And this is basically going to be the whole gameplay. Honestly, it's a surprisingly refreshing change of pace from the usual sniper builds. Not very good at my balance timings. You can tell I'm missing a lot of them. I'll be in the next ones showing some like probably better build guides, probably under a similar format. Just better basically. This is turning into an annoying slog. We kind of want to kill that shotgunner in the corner. Or is that shotgun I just killed? There is still that shotgunner here. Alright. And now on to the two snipers. And you see, like, my grenade count keeps going up just because Pattern of Excellence feeds me grenade so consistently. It's a very, I don't know, I find it very fun. The inputs are kind of nice and pleasant to play with. Q parry, aim down sight, double headshot burst, gunstrike, and then finish the job off with how much you need. The breakpoints are pretty neat as well. It took us so long to kill that Zoan spawn that we're getting another extremist spawn. That's mildly annoying, I will say. 1, 2. Ammo count is going down a bit because I'm not being very efficient at clearing or at cycling. That almost got dramatic, I didn't see it here. I could have looked to proc some bonus damage here again, but I opted for the safety. Come back here. Alright, that's a good thing done. Honestly, I can't bother going back for the sniper. I'm just going to waste a lot more time if I do that. I'm just going to push forward and either he follows or he despawns, you know, it's one or the other. Both are kind of fine. So right now it's not super exciting because we don't really have the best grenades available to us. Alright. Ah, there we go. We are chewing through ammo a fair bit. I tested it with the ammo variant. I'm testing the damage variant here. Maybe the headshot multiplier one's better. I haven't really picked up my mind, like made up my mind here. I will say I'm not impressed with the damage variant in comparison. For how much at least it sacrifices your ammo pool, I would recommend you guys to try it out, but I would say the ammo variant is probably best for this actually. And see, we're already back up on grenades. It's our secondary ammo that's been chewed through the most, really. It's gene seed over there, but we're not really gonna bother. I'd rather have a relic anyway. I'm not doing this for the challenge run for now. This is already pretty much challenge. Oh baby, okay. So this is where business starts. This is where business starts. Honestly, this build is more of a showcase of crack grenades than it is of anything else. Looks like we're not getting a terminus here, which honestly I'm not going to complain too much about. I would have liked some ammo in the crate just to secure the fact we're going to probably be fighting a major wave again very shortly. So it would have been kind of cool. Wow. On the thoughts of balanced weapons, I think I still find them kind of bad in comparison to block weapons when it comes to handling high pressure situations like lots of enemies, etc. But where did you come from? Oh, you're the sniper I left behind, aren't you? You came here quick. Go. And this is basically what I meant, right? Like this, half of this build is like crack grenades, if you have them. They are kind of incredible. Right, we've cycled some ammo. And now onto the shotgun duel. There we go. We didn't get the regen because we are not on the 30 seconds yet. It should be about now, so we'll proc it on the next oh well, I was gonna say we'll proc on the next Majoris, we'll just proc it on the Minoris. This is basically the one thing. You've got unlimited grenades and you're trying to proc them as often as you can, so we might as well just, right? And crack, the reason they do so well is because with the knockback on melee extremist after we parry gunstrike them, we're going to be able to crack in between that combo and lock them normally in a stagger loop where the crack is like kind of guaranteed and also they can't just jump on us in that time frame. That's kind of what we're aiming to achieve with that, so that's what we'll be playing for. We should be getting a lictor very soon anyway. One thing is, I would like to have regen some crack to showcase it beforehand, so let's try and get this going on the Minoris. Well, I'm not getting in. There's also shock grenades over there, but I really don't want to lose my crack grenade options. I do find them incredible on this build. Okay, perfect. And there we go. So we have one crackback, Biovore. Just the kind of the neat part is we can kill Biovores pretty quickly. Oh wow, not if we do this. Well, we did kill the Majoris. Okay, this is gonna get dicey. I need to get that Biovore down. There we go. So and now And we can kind of do the same here, right? Like, oh well. That'll kill. Got the damage buff from the gun strike, so here we actually kind of slap. Don't try to outcharge the sniper shots unless you've got the buff active, like you usually won't get it through otherwise. I got kind of lucky because this one was like slow charging it. And see, the ammo consumption isn't too bad, like we dealt with a pretty sizable wave on top of 2 extremists. And we still have 84 bullets out of the 160, so like we've still got like 50% ammo capacity, which is honestly really decent, I think, in terms of ammo management. It's comfy on the ammo variant, and honestly, I'm not feeling, this is my first test on the damage variant, I'm testing it live. I don't feel enough of a difference in the damage that I would favor this again. Like if I have to play this build again, I'll probably switch back to the ammo variant. Oh, cracks. But it honestly does the job even like this. Decap is not too bad either. Like the first section is the first one where you've got the highest chances of running out of ammo. The rest is, I'm not going to say lenient, but not too bad, right? You've got convenient ammo crates across the map. Oh, perfect. Oh, I was going to forget to check now. Alright. So here, throw it high enough, hopefully. Okay, I threw it a bit too high.
The Hive Tyrant will reach your position shortly. Join the Imperial Guard defenses up on the bridge and lure that Xenos Colossus into the kill zone.
There we go. Get that in exec, regen a crack. So yeah, this is like, honestly, I'd love to say this is like a great Instigator showcase, best weapon in the game, but realistically, this is more of a, yo, crack grenades are really strong, what if we could have them every 30 seconds? This is basically the whole point of the build. Works fine as well with like, I mean, melters are kind of the obvious answer, but funnily enough, melee combat isn't too complicated, right? It's slow as shit, don't get me wrong, but it's not too bad. The reload speed is also pretty good, honestly. And there we go. The whip guys are like kind of the bane of balanced weapons. If you've got several whip guys staggering attacks, you see like there's that one timing where the 2 hit them in a consecutive stagger that was kind of wonky, and I had to cloak out of it. Like most other classes get punished pretty severely for that. Then again, you know, would I run this setup on another classes? Probably not. For a start, you can't. You could kind of run this on Vanguard, I suppose. Vanguard can maybe make that work in some ways. Problem is, Vanguard doesn't have much like bonus damage of any sort. Alright, so we get the guaranteed stim here. I mean, I'm not expecting much else, to be honest. I'm gonna pack the frag and leave the crack here. We'll just pick them up when we're done. Oh, actually, let me amend that statement, because there is a zone, so what we can do here is... That's a bit silly. Okay, regen it. I think the Cajuns fucked the zone up. Okay. Oh, there he is, there he is, there he is. Alright. Let's go get the frags. Should be able to get them just before they start stacking up too much. run there. Okay, frag 1, frag 2, frag 3. And now they're gonna start climbing again. And you see the bullets hit through the block stance. They actually damage him a fair bit even. Which I think is a nice addition to Sniper. Like, I never run that perk, I don't think I would run it normally in most other contexts, but I do find it pretty neat to have that option for once. And the damage isn't bad, like in a 1v1 situation against warriors, I mean, mind you, you're always never in 1v1s, which is the main problem you're going to face in this game, but in a vacuum, this is really good. And there we go. So it's all about the range combat. We'll have very little in the way of melee damage this run. Like if we have 4k, this is like a lot for the build, I think. Proc the bonus damage. Control, and died. There we go. We should be getting Tyrant now. The one part where I'm not super confident about this showcase is how Hive Tyrant's gonna go. I'm not gonna pretend I'm not Hive Tyrant, Carnifex. Hive Tyrant, I'm kind of confident on Hive Tyrant. Like I think if I land good cracks, I'll be able to deal with the smaller or Majorist chaff like kind of easily. I'm not too afraid of Hive Tyrant, but I will say I'm terrified of a Carney. Carney gets some... It's calling me. It is really calling me. The ability to kill stuff at range, though, with cracks, is invaluable. Like, it's gonna sound weird again, but I think cracks are better than Melter for this build. Because I can just chuck them, like, I can chuck so many of them out, and I can, with cracks, I've got range, so I can do that kind of safely on some extremists. Whereas you can't necessarily do that on Melter. There's the risk of getting staggered, there's the fact that they can dash out of the range as well, and when they've got cracks stuck to them, they can't really dash out of it. Most of the time. I mean, they can do some stuff, but like, not really dash out of it. So despite Melter being an incredibly attractive choice, I will refrain. I think I'll stick to crack, because I do believe it to be better. Alright, we're gonna like kind of save some ammo here by just pulling them in melee. Stagger. Cancel that. And cycle. Like, ammo-wise, I find this to be super efficient. It's more ammo intensive than block, for sure. Like, block is free melee damage, right? I'm not spending any ammo to kill. But the time to kill on this isn't bad, and it's super satisfying to play. I could have probably cycled a crack on them, but there is... So this is kind of a, like, extremist, terminus spawn, so I wanted to make sure I had some available for the situation. Because on the terminus spawn, we would be getting, you know, probably 1 or 2 extremists, so we want at least 1 crack, and we want to try and one-shot them. Because if it's a Carney, it quickly becomes a nightmare scenario. If the Carney's alive, and you still have, you know, a Lictor, that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, we should be getting an extremist. We haven't had a single Lictor this run, so, shit. Speak of the devil. And this is what I meant with the combo. It's, you can just basically gun strike them at range, and you will get the space basically if you use a gun strike for it. Huh, lost a lot of HP here. That Ravner caught me from behind. That's unfortunate. Oh, unfortunate. I love you, sniper. Alright, we've lost a lot of HP here. I'm gonna save the stim anyway, because we might generate another if we're lucky. The only issue is here we had a very intensive phase and we didn't really get to cycle any ammo. Gonna pull this out of the room. I don't want to walk into the terminus spawn with these guys alive because it'll be a slog. Well, we're gonna get a slog anyway by the looks of things. Well, I mean, if most of the wave is spore mines, I'm not complaining too much. Okay, if it's spore mines and Minoris, I am gonna start complaining. I mean, you can still cloak cancel for Emperor's Grace procs here, right? It's like, cloak, cancel, grab the gun strike, cloak, cancel. Like, you can still do that if you want. I would only do it here, but... Oh. Alright, got you, bitch. The one thing is you do lack the burst to kill Majoris as you usually would. So it does mean you're more at risk when trying to rush one in front of Minoris. I probably should have played it either a bit slower or a bit better. Alright, almost done with the wave. By the looks of things, we're not getting a terminus spawn, so I won't get to showcase what this would look like against the Carney, which, if I'm being honest, it would probably be a bit dicey. Like, I'm not too sure how comfortable I would feel playing the same fight against a boss. But, I mean, I've played it against Neuro today. Neuro was fine. It really is Carney I'd be afraid of. Alright. Oh yeah. Hadn't tracked it, was worth a shot. We don't have a stim for Tyrant, but there's probably gonna be one in the arena with our HP currently. So, honestly, not too bad. A bit of a shame we had to waste it because we basically ran face first into Minoris. The circle of shotgunners coupled with the 100 Minoris kind of made me panic, so I just ran in and hoped for the best. So far, like, the run's been pretty much in control. Only that section was a bit dicey. Cost the stim for not much of a reason. Alright. I'm expecting another extremist spawn soon. We can't get a terminus anymore anyway. This is a stim? This is a stim. Okay, close enough. Not close at all. I feel like sometimes if you try to convince the game nicely to give you what you want, it does that. Like it'll sometimes listen to your prayers or something. Yeah, I was gonna say. Uh-huh. Ow. Oh, damn it, I left one on 1 HP. That is very unfortunate. Nice. Alright. Cloak will be almost back up by the time the animation is over, so if we do get called out on the stagger on the other way out, we'll be fine. Lictors are kind of the reason you want to have your cracks prepped before going into an extremist fight, because honestly, procking the triple headshot on a triple lictor, this is the worst encounter you can get on this build. Honestly, and on any build that isn't blocked as sniper. Alright. Easy. Not even a second of doubt. We're gonna stick to the build for a Tyrant. Honestly, the option of shock grenades here is tempting. Because Minoris are gonna be a pain to deal with, but it won't be a wave of Minoris. We'll be fine. And we're not gonna have to find a way of killing 20 Minoris, I swear. Alright, let's see if I can still play Tyrant on balanced weapon of all things. I'm not even sure how much melee damage I'm gonna do. Well, that's definitely not the good way to go. Uh-huh. How did you miss me in the first place? I'm a bit silly. Not having the armor generation from blocked weapons also makes this fight a lot harder than it needs to be. Okay, so it is indeed not just a with Minoris here. But we're gonna have a way, find a way of dealing with them, because they are gonna be an issue here. Huh. This is kind of awkward. Okay. And my skill issues aren't helping. Holy shit. Okay. I probably should have grabbed the armor instead of the ammo, but hey, you know what? Who needs armor when you can, I don't know. Alright. Now that I have done the wave, I can spend cracks a bit more liberally when I just regen them. I need to go to the crate at some point though. Could be an armor boost here. Nice. Okay, I did not expect that to connect. Yeah, I feel kind of robbed. I'm not gonna lie. Huh. That was silly. And costly. Okay, so we do get a confirmed gun strike, or a confirmed headshot gun strike into dodge. Alright. Damage isn't great, but it is something. Which means everything and nothing at the same time, doesn't it? Proc the passive again. Huh. 2 and 3. I want to pace my ammo a bit because we are going to get our spawn of the wave soon. Oh yeah, it's here. Alright, that should have dealt with the wave. Yeah, you can't really stagger Tyrant with gun strikes if he's already like into the middle of the animation. You can do it on startups, I think, which is why I've sometimes been getting it, not getting it. Haven't played gun strikes in a long time. Whee! And you see, like, whenever I've got a doubt of am I gonna get hit by my own crag grenades, I just cloak. Just because it is a very real possibility. Perfect. 1, 2, and 3. One. Oh wow, wrong one. I thought this was a blue attack, I don't know. Colorblind moment. Courtesy of Jan. And there we go! 36 minutes, roughly, 37, to clear a decap. We didn't get a terminus, which would have added like another 3 to 5 minutes, if I'm being honest. But on a pretty funny build, that basically just relies on doing parry, aim downside, headshot, headshot, gun strike, and you rinse repeat. It's a fun gameplay loop. It's not the best, but you get to spam crack grenades. I don't know. I have a lot of fun with it. I'll just show the damage stats, and I'll show my way out.